Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be installing a couple cool pieces to the YFZ. It's going to help the overall look of the YFZ, and I'm going to flip you around here just a second and show you what we got. As you can see here, we have LS4 Badge Delete covers in carbon fiber, so these should match our other carbon fiber pieces on the YFZ. I'm super pumped to have these on there. We all know that OEM ATVs, when you get them from the factory, they come with, you know, the typical warning labels. So I actually do have most of these removed from the YFZ already. It's pretty easy to uninstall these. You just have to drill out the pilots and then you can snip the backside with some pliers and you can take them out of there. But we're going to remove that last one here and install the covers. I think it's going to add a really nice contrast to the plastics and overall match the other parts that we have. Also in store for today's video, we're going to be installing our Alba Racing plugs for our beadlock setup. They're going to be a pretty cool addition to the machine. I ran this setup last summer with no plugs and it's really a pain in the butt to clean the beadlocks. I'm going to wipe them down and install the mud plugs. Hopefully that will make, you know, maintenance time really easy when you got to clean it. So excited for that. It's also going to give the machine a different look, which is exciting. I think it's also going to match everything that we have going on. It's going to match the seat cover and the other carbon fiber pieces on the machine. So I'm excited to get these pieces on. So I did take the seat off for this because we're going to be drilling near the seat. I did not want to risk damaging the seat cover whatsoever. So remove the seat. We're going to go ahead. I already drilled out these three right here and it's super simple. After you have those drilled out, all you have to do is, I know it's going to be super difficult to see in there, but we're going to just snip the back ends of those rivets and that's really it. I have the last badge removed on the YFZ plastic. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but we got it out. I would take the plastic clip out that holds the fender to the grab bar here. That way you can give yourself just a little bit more room to get up in there and snip the bottom of the rivets out. But other than that, it's super dirty up there, as you can see, so we're going to clean that off and then we're going to install the badge deletes. We have the first delete cover just resting on the plastics right now. It looks pretty sick, looking good with the carbon fiber battery tie down from 4Works here. But you can see here the pattern is actually a little bit different, so not a huge deal, but it is just a little bit different. But that's to be expected, not from the same manufacturer. These do look pretty sick, if you can see there. They just fit right in there. And then LS4 did supply hardware, so we're just going to bolt it to the plastics, and that's really it. We'll do that for all of these. One of the main reasons why I'm excited about this is that I don't care for the holes that I left in the plastics when I took the badges off. These covers will fix that. It's going to add a nice little bit of contrast to the plastic, break up the blue just a little bit, and then also match our seat cover and our other carbon fiber accessories. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to clean up the machine a little bit as far as the holes go. I'm noticing the plastic is so scratched from the couple seasons I've had this quad. It just looks really beat up. So I did actually order some plastic renew. So that's going to be a video, an upcoming video of really getting the YFZ dialed in as far as cleanliness goes. I do want to pull the wheels off and like clean the brake setup and really get in there. I have all of the badge cover deletes installed here. I think they look really sick. I do need to go back through and tighten everything down. I have not tightened anything down just yet. The 4Works hood over there with the badge deletes and just like the blue and the contrast, it really looks sick. I'm liking how it's coming out so far. Like I mentioned, I just have to go back through and thread these in so they are completely installed. I want to put the seat on real quick and see what that looks like. I really do like the way they look. It makes everything look a little cleaner. I like how you can see the one back there. That's cool. I was a little on the fence of how I'd like the exposed hardware back here, and it doesn't really bother me that much. It's better than having holes there, so I will say that. But dang, they look pretty sick. I actually get these in many different colors and also different colors of carbon fiber. So if you're interested in adding those to your build, you can work with the colors there. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I really do like the way everything's come together with the seat. And the badge deletes, they look really sweet. But I am digging the way everything is turning out here. Super sick. Next up on the agenda is installing the Alba Racing mud plugs. I attempted to do this already and I screwed up. I actually took the wheels off the machine, and halfway through, or actually after I installed the mud plug on the wheel, I thought to myself, how the heck am I gonna put the wheel back on the machine since I just covered up the lug nut holes? So when you install mud plugs, they need to be on the machine. It's going to apply heat to the mud plugs. That will make the plastic more pliable, and then I'll be able to fit them onto the beadlock. So we're gonna go ahead and get to that next. All right, y'all, so I wanted to talk real quick about how you install the mud plugs, because I originally messed up on my first try. So I'm gonna pull one out of the package here. This is for the rear, and you'll notice on the back of these mud plugs here, there's a ridge. Now, from being out in the garage and it being winter, it's very cold, so the plastic is pretty hard. It's not pliable. I apply heat with a heat gun and get it at least up to room temperature, at least as far as some of the research I've seen. That's about as warm as you need it. A little bit warmer doesn't hurt. It just makes it a little bit more pliable. And then once you have it warmed up, you're simply just gonna pop it onto the beadlock. You'll notice notches right here in the plug. That's exactly where your beadlock hardware fits into, or fits around. So you'll just apply heat to this, get it nice and pliable. So I applied heat to the plug here, and I'm just bending the tab up. And I'm gonna do this a couple times. Now I'm gonna attempt to put this on. It's somewhat of a trial and error, so I may have to take it back off, but I am trying to line up the text so it's all facing the same direction. I think that makes a little bit of sense. Right about there, looks good. And that's it. Honestly, that one was the easiest one yet. I still have one left to do. I have the front to do still. The front, just one of the fronts to do. That one went on really easy. The other two I had to take off and play with a little bit, but that was super easy. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. I'm not gonna film that because it's pretty much the same process, but that was really easy. All right, so I have the rest of the plugs installed in the quad, and honestly, it looks really sweet. So as you can see, the plugs are on there. They came out really nice. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet, guys. I'm happy with the way that looks. Overall, I think it's gonna help keep the quad clean. Like I mentioned earlier, it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to clean the bead locks because there's a lot of crevices and just areas where dirt gets into and you can never get it back out. So I do like that those are protecting the bead locks because they're an investment. They're not cheap by any means. We got the LS4 Badge Deletes installed, which came out really sick. They match the carbon fiber hood. They match our battery tie down. Not that you see those at the same time, but they match our carbon fiber frame guard and our brake reservoir guard. They look sick. I'm really digging the way that the YFZ is turning out. You'll see in the future what more I have planned for the YFZ to kind of tie everything together, but it's coming out sick. I think next order of business is to get the plastics straightened around and just get the thing really clean. I don't know why. Obviously, it's a quad. It's outside in the dirt. It's gonna get super dirty, so I don't know why I really want to do that. It's just in my blood. I am a car detailer at heart, and that's kind of led me into really caring about how clean my quad is. Which at the end of the day isn't anything crazy. It's not a big deal, but I do want to get it cleaned up. I really want to get this thing looking nice and take some nice shots with it, but I'm digging it so far. The LS4 Badge Deletes really came out nice, and the plugs came out really nice too, so I'm pumped.